Every so often, evolution takes a significant leap. Pokemon X and Y is smarter, better, and faster than its predecessors. But it's the impressive online social features and fantastic new 3D look that make the latest game in the 15-year-old RPG series amazing. As long as you're within the range of Wi-Fi, you're never alone in Pokemon X and Y, and we finally have the tools to express ourselves over the course of this 35-hour adventure. A lot of smart decisions went into Pokemon X and Y. The first big change is that the sluggish opening of the previous games is sped up considerably here. In less than an hour, you'll have access to a diverse roster of capable Pokemon from current and previous generations, and your first gym badge, and even roller skates. The significantly sped up pace also means you'll spend less time sitting in lobbies or fumbling through menus. This is the first fully 3D Pokemon game, and it's made the transition beautifully. Its characters really show off some great art direction. Take Charizard, for example, a fire-type Pokemon that's been intimidating since he first stomped on the scene in the original games. His new look is absolutely stunning. Check out that wingspan. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got the hyper-cute Pikachu, whose fantastic animations sell his personality. And the all-new Mega Evolved versions look similarly impressive. But just as important is that developer Game Freak has finally opened the door for unique avatars and creature customization. From the start, previous options like selecting a gender are complemented by choosing a basic skin tone. You can also choose to dress up with a variety of nifty accessories. It's about time. I finally have the tools to distinguish myself from the thousands of other people playing, and that makes it a much more personal experience. Pokemon X and Y's story follows a predictable arc that's similar to previous games. However, this campaign presents a charming cast of 4 friends. Sadly, the one-note design of these characters is still pretty disappointing for a predominantly single-player RPG. I know that it's aimed at kids, but as a Pokemon fan for the past 15 years, I couldn't help but wish for a story that appeals to fans of all ages. At its core, Pokemon's gameplay boils down to battling and trading, and both systems have been carefully refined over time. There are small improvements to note here though, like the ability to restore Pokemon before they're switched into battle. Although the tried and true formula is still largely the same, these small improvements speed up Pokemon X and Y's pacing. The role of Mega Evolutions will have a significant impact on the way Pokemon battles are played. Each one of these special transformations isn't quite as simple as a buff. Instead, they alter Pokemon types, and these changes make battles much more strategic because they can also alter a creature's weakness during a match. But Game Freak wisely imposed some limitations. You can only summon a Mega Evolution once per battle, and not every Pokemon can assume one of these altered forms. Battles against humans feel more strategic, but trainer AI still doesn't react to elemental weaknesses. So after a certain point, a player with the right Pokemon will steamroll through rival trainers. What makes Pokemon X and Y feel dramatically new and more modern are its forward-thinking online features, specifically the player search system. A communication tool that debuted in Pokemon Black and White receives considerable upgrades that make playing together a much more graceful experience. You can quickly battle and trade at any time, or share helpful O-powers. Think of them as unique buffs that enhance a stat like attack or evasion. You can also share all of that new customization. For example, each trainer can share a brief video that shows off acquired creatures or general traits about themselves. It's a fun form of expression. But some lingering questions remain in a post-Pokemon X and Y world. The first is what kind of impact super training, a regimen of training that players can use to boost base stats, will have on the multiplayer community. This feature could potentially upend the balance at the heart of Pokemon. On the other hand, it makes the practice of boosting stats much more approachable compared to EV training. Game Freak has really outdone itself this time, and it will be remembered as a great transition point for the series. After 5 generations of games, a digital menagerie of captivating creatures, and a wide range of diverse regions to explore, Pokemon X and Y proves this formulaic, portable role-playing series can still deliver an innovative experience. For more on Pokemon X and Y, keep it right here on IGN.